Yo, what's up everyone? Star here, and some more Diablo 2. I got to finish Act 2 up, and I'm going to try and do that as quickly as I possibly can because it's Act 2. Oh, look, it's my corpse. Yeah, I tried to play with some other people for once, instead of by myself, and it didn't go well. I was literally killed by my teammate. Um, Necromancers have a summon called Vile King. If the Necromancer dies, their Vile King sort of turns on everyone because they're no longer controlling it, and it's quite powerful. So he died. His Vile King ran at me. I died. Um, they weren't helping much to begin with, and then to actually get killed by your teammates who weren't helping you very much to begin with, it's like, why am I even bothering? So I'd rather do it by myself right now. Cool, I already found the dry hills. And I am gonna try and not die, first of all. Hold on. No, no, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna try and record everything, because, I mean, people said that's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see the progression, what I'm doing. Right now, this is actually... Oh, no. Oh, no! Wow, I got out of that. This is a pretty epic battle. The main goal right now is to find the Maggot Lair. That's the first thing you gotta do in Act 2. The overall goal for Act 2 is unlocking Tarash's tomb. Why? I honestly have never known why. I still don't know. Maybe at one point I knew why when I actually watched the cutscenes, because there is some important stuff that goes down in Tarash's tomb with Tyrael and all these other characters you don't need to know about that may or may not really exist. Doesn't matter too much. I honestly at this point I wish I knew it was the significance of Tarash's tomb, but I can't remember. And someone will probably tell me and make me look like a scrub, but I honestly don't care. Because all I need to know that goes on down there is fighting Duriel. I can already tell how freaking weak this character is. Not weak, just fragile. I mean, I can't run into those things, and at the moment, I don't have anything to soak up the damage. Later in the game, holy poop, they just teleport instantly, and I'm almost dead. Amazon becomes very reliant on summoning Adriums, which is a very, very late game thing I really shouldn't get into talking about, but you need something as Amazon, Boson, to soak up the damage. If I ever say Amazon, I mean Boson, by the way, because that's all I'm playing, that's all I'm talking about. The other Bosons play completely different. Javazon, Spearzon, and Bloodzon. Not in the same league. So you definitely need something to soak up the damage. You can get fire elementals, which are great for it, but I don't want to spend points in it. I don't like summoning. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why. I hate the way they look. I hate having them float around. I don't like them all up on my ass and being like, yo, I'm your summon. Check me out. Resummon me. Resummon me. I'd rather just focus on the damage and get that right, rather than having to worry about them. And I think Adrium's late game are enough. Well, at least last time I made a Boson, they were enough, because I used Worm Shot. And it worked out pretty well. Signet of Experience gives you experience when you use it. A lot of people save these for late game on multiplayer, because it lets you beat the level cap, sort of. That might have been changed, actually, because now the level cap's 121 or something weird. I don't know how that all works. But basically, for the leaderboards, it tells you who has the most experience. And if you're already max level and you use one of those, it boosts you up just a little bit above everyone else so you can be number one on the leaderboards, which is kind of cool. But I don't really care about that. I never really did. And especially for right now, I just... whatever, I'll use it. I don't feel like keeping it in my inventory. I'm going a little bit slow right now. That is because every time I try and rush around and get somewhere quickly, I run into a giant mob that I can't handle. You know, being I have 0 defense, 700 health. 700 isn't that bad, but it's pretty bad. Let me see, 1 second. Defensive Harmony, I might put points into that later, not now. Main things I want to put points into are Dragon Lore for more damage, Ecstatic Frenzy, definitely, and a few more in Wings of Wrath, not too many. And then probably Phalanx to reduce the skill timer. Because eventually the spell timer right now is 5.6 seconds. It's reduced by 0.4 seconds per level, so eventually it can become something you can use all of the time. So I guess I'll start doing that. Unfortunately, I still only have that much mana. As soon as I find something that gives mana regen on kill, or what is it called, mana steal, it shouldn't be that big of a deal anymore. But for now, it kind of still is. I should get a mercenary. I really should. It's like I said, I need something to soak up the damage, so I don't have everything completely focused on killing me. And Worm Shot also is taking up a ton of mana. Barrage, it doesn't really drain mana anymore. Worm Shot, it's still doing it. Ghost Arrow, also not doing it, but I still only have one arrow for that, so it's kind of out damaged by Barrage and everything else still. Ow! I'll take that. And you know what? I'm just gonna run for it. Run, run, run. That could have killed. That could have. Everything out here can kill me right now. Very fragile and very squishy. Found it. Let's go. I need teleport of some kind. That's another thing Amazon needs for really, really desperate situations when they need to absolutely get out of there. Teleport helps a ton. But that is also some pretty late game stuff, unless I make myself a staff, put it on a weapon switch, which honestly I should do as soon as I get back to town. There's a staff with blink charges on it. It's kind of annoying to use because every time you die it resets the hotkey, and you have to reset it every single time. Most of the time at least. When you put it on a weapon switch it acts a little bit differently. But it'll still be worth having. Superior short battle bow. Probably good, but I don't really need it. Cool, it's the Maggot Lair. Now is the question whether or not I should find the waypoint. I'm gonna cut and find the waypoint, because, oh, I'm not gonna die, though. I'm just gonna kill these dudes. But pretty much, I'm gonna cut and find the waypoint, and then we're gonna go in the Maggot Lair. So you're not missing much. Cool, everyone, I found the waypoint, which I never really explained for anyone who doesn't know. It means, basically, that you can come back here later, very, very easily find your way back here. Just teleport right to that waypoint. And there are some tough things out here. These Dark Wardens that get summoned are like invincible. So I'm not even gonna fight him. It would take way, way too long to kill him for really no gain at all. So straight going into the Maggot Lair like I said I would. Which is a pretty good spot for Azan, because I mean you can shoot through walls and the hallways here are very narrow, so not too much difficult stuff going on. What's going on? Like, I'm killing stuff all the way over here in the bottom corner. It's good to fire a few arrows before you actually open doors and stuff, just to be safe. Because if things hit me, I'm gonna die. Which is definitely going to become more and more of a problem throughout this game. Though, Ecstatic Frenzy, right now, I get 0 defense for like plus 100 damage. Hopefully, by the time I get enough points into it, it'll be more worth losing the defense because I'll get crazy amounts. I don't know, I've never put points into Ecstatic Frenzy before, I'm not really sure how all that works. Rare amulet, that's cool. Level up, that's cooler. I don't know what effect is on me right now. Don't even have to fight them, they're just around the corner. No! Wait. That's a fart. I'll put more thought into these later. I guess for now, Phalanx sounds like a good idea. I know I can't use it yet. By the time I can actually use it, I'd like to have the timer gone and the length of the wall increased quite a bit. Also, let's see what this does. 98 defense. Why am I even looking at defense? Defense doesn't matter to me. It's true. But overall, it's probably still better. Check out if I can even wear this. Lightning resist. Nope. I don't need the extra defense. I meant to identify the rare one. Whoops. Ooh, Ecstatic Frenzy wore off, I could tell. Not only for the damage, but right now it really, really is making my attack speed go a lot faster, which I'm not giving it enough credit for, because I keep forgetting it's doing that. This room looks mighty empty. Check the loot. Oh, should get health potions. And when we get to level 3, it's 3, right? Then I gotta fight. I was gonna call it like a mini boss, but I don't know what it is. It's a giant slug. It doesn't move. The hardest part about killing it is after it's dead, it might kill you. I don't know. It's a weird sort of boss, whatever you want to call it. I don't. It feels. It doesn't feel right to call it a boss. Dun dun dun. Whatever, I'll take runes. I got apple. I'll take apples too. Might as well use it. Why not? It lasts for 10 minutes. I might even find one by the time that 10 minutes is up. And typical Maggot Lair. Last place I looked, it's gonna be up here. Everywhere else but up here. Die! Yeah, okay. Yeah, that cut out about 10 seconds worth of gameplay. It seemed worth it, though. Try not to cut out too much, because like y'all said, you want to see it all, and I got no problem with uploading it all. Which, by the way, I am going to be playing this all the way, doing the end Uber quest. When I get this character jacked and I start finding some sacred unique items and better stuff, I'm going to make a new character, rush that through the game, do it again with a different character, because Diablo 2 has such incredible replayability where, you know, you beat the game once, it's cool, now you can do it with a billion other possibilities, especially within this mod. There's tons of stuff you could find, and new uniques that you've never tried out before. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what I'm going to play yet next. I was thinking Dual Claw Assassin, because they got some recent changes. But I think it's really going to depend on what kind of items I find late game. Like, if I find a really, really sick item late game, I might just make a character based off of it. So I'm kind of undecided for now, and that's kind of a far way off for me to even consider what I'm going to do yet. But I am going to do it all, doing all the Uber quests. Here is the quote-unquote boss, which is probably already dead because I've spammed enough arrows up there. No, there it is. War Maggot the Mad. Honestly, it might be a good idea not to kill it, because once you kill it, it explodes with poison, and I'll show you. It doesn't move. I think it just... I don't even know if it summons these things. It doesn't do anything. So kill it, and then you get poisoned, and it brings your health down to 1. And if you touch the fire in there, it kills you. The Staff of Kings, good job. Daggered Cane, brr. He's so old. That's what I got from going down there. It's first part of the stuff. Yay, that adds defense. I don't need it. Defense is for scrubs. I got a lot of junk here. I should like start trying to make some decent items, because I know I could do a couple rune words. Probably a useful rune word I can make with some boots if I had them. What I'm going to do is roll all of my runes together and see what the highest one I can get is. So I'll see you guys in a second, because that's definitely not worth watching.